What's up, and welcome to Mouse Ears and Magic, episode number 60. Happy birthday. I mean, it's not really your birthday, but...
I was wondering if you're going to do 59, take 2.
No, this is actually episode 60, take 2. Yeah. So, you know what? We don't need the headphones today. So I'm just going to go without them. Yeah. It's kind of weird. Okay, this is really weird.
This is nice.
It's
My ears
weird.
aren't...
And the problem is, I know you're away from the mics. I don't know. Yeah, anyways.
Don't be a mic Nazi.
I'm always a mic Nazi.
I know.
Hi,
Elle.
Elle and Lisa. Lisa from Custom Boutique by Lisa has joined us. She didn't know she was going to be able to make it. She might not be able to stay, but her kids keep coming over for Sunday lunch, dinner. So she's like, it's messing up my plans.
Got stuff to do, people.
All right.
I got a life, kids.
So let's go ahead and get into the call to actions that I always forget, right? So number one, we've got if you're watching live or watching the replay, you'll see here on the screen, we've got our schedule. So this week we are doing our villains bracket, which, I mean, that's what we started off with. Sarah's going to be making a lot of noise with her pins. Why are you doing that?
I want to wear my villains.
You're going to wear them. Okay. So we're celebrating 1 year today. We started off with, like, was it a 5-part series to villains? Is how we started the podcast?
I don't know.
4-part, something like that. 3-part, maybe? I don't know.
It's been a year, man.
I know, right? So,
I haven't taken my medicine today.
Oh,
no. Man.
Oh, no. All right. So next week we have Self-Respecting Men Who Love Disney, part 1. All right. That's going to be with guards.
Just keep on.
Yeah, I am. Then the week after we got Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and maybe an Epcot bracket. We might fit Epcot. I don't know. It all depends. Anyways. Then after that, we have another Patreon spotlight with Evie Hillis.
You know what? One day we're going to do a podcast sitting on the couch.
Like Dana and Amy from Running
Yeah. That's what made me think of it.
That's funny. That is funny. And then we'll do our Final Four bracket after that. Like the Final Four from each part.
Why are you giving all the details out right now?
Because I want people to know what's coming up. I also want them to go follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Please.
And if you would like to become a Patreon member, you can do so. Well, the link's in the show notes, or you can go to patreon.com/mouseearsandmagicpod. And you can become a Patreon member along with our incredible Patreons. We've got Josh, Christina Hall, Abby Underwood, Evie Hillis, and Caitlin White. So we're doing the Patreon spotlight in a couple weeks for Evie. And we still haven't done one for Christina, even though she's been on the show like...
Christina's spotlight's gonna be wicked.
Why is it going to be wicked?
Oh, it's just gonna be so bad.
Why?
Because I love her and this is gonna be funny.
Nah, it won't be that funny. Come on. Oh no. What is going on?
It does look weird without us having the headphones on.
It's super weird. So I'm trying to get the bracket up here. So while we're waiting on a few more to log on, what is Amy and Dana say the couch is comfy.
See, like, and if y'all saw our couch, oh my gosh.
It's nothing but pillows.
It's our couch is massive and cushy.
Yeah.
And tons of pillows.
Very comfortable.
It's very comfortable.
We got to say hi to Matt also.
Matt, hello.
He watches with Elle. So, all right. Let me remember how to work this thing. Okay.
It made me think of that show where he's like, my name is Matt with 1 T.
All right, so Dana, I was about to move into that. Dana's ahead of the game. So he says, if we are talking about Disney villains, we need to be very, very specific. Do Marvel villains count? What about Star Wars? Inquiring minds want to know.
See, that was my concern too,
Mhm.
because there's more villains than just the like. I just did the Disney movies, you know,
Right.
but we need to do like a Marvel villain.
Yeah, so I totally plan on doing that. Because that's something that I talked to Josh or Chicago Mike, however you remember him by.
That's Matt.
That's Matt with one T, she says. So we talked about that because there are so many. Right. Even the list you gave me of the Disney villains.
Oh, it took like an entire computer
Yeah.
or like a page.
It
whatever.
was a total of 44.
What, really? I didn't count them.
Yeah. And
I left out a few, like
Yeah.
on purpose.
So I had to dwindle it down a little more because we got to have it at 32.
You edited out 12?
I had to.
Who'd you edit out? Where's the list at?
It's over here. All right, so I took out Chermabog.
Oh, I hate him anyway.
Yeah. I didn't actually scratch out whoever else I took out. I think I took out that one. Percival McLeach from Rescuers Down Under.
Rescuers Down Under is a really great series of movies. And it's so underrated. Like, have you ever even watched them?
Yes.
Then why do you act like that? No big deal.
Because I watched them when I was little, and I don't remember. All right.
I did too.
Well, I'm not as smart as you. Have we not established that? I don't remember who all I left off. We'll see in here.
Just get on with it.
Just get on with it. Yes, Elle, it's going to be a surprise. That's what it is. It's a surprise. With it being our podcasting birthday, it's a surprise. So let's go ahead and get started.
I really did almost run to Walmart and buy a small cake and a bunch of balloons.
That would have been funny. I was kind of hoping you would, because I was totally going to wait till after we were done recording the podcast, right? Just with those who are watching us live and those who come back to watch the replay. Because there's only one thing you can do with a 1-year birthday cake.
Smash
cake. I was going to go face first into it.
Oh, that would have been awesome. Okay, so next week, guys.
It's going to be too late.
No, next week. Jay is going to be smashing his face in a cake. Or I'm going to smash his face in the cake.
Yeah, well.
I wish we still had our, wedding cake. That was awful.
Yeah, that was horrible. So let's go ahead and get into the bracket, because it is 32. I think the first round is going to be pretty simple. It's going to get a little more difficult. But honestly, as I say that and I pull up the first match here, it's already kind of difficult. We have Hades or Mayor Bellwether. Mayor Bellwether is from Zootopia.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Hades, who obviously is
just because
Hercules.
It's Hades. I'm not a real big fan of the Hercules movies. Like they're okay, but they're not like my favorites. But I really love Hades.
I love Hades too, but Mayor Bellwether
is evil.
She is straight up evil.
She's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
I don't know why I clicked Mayor Bellwether. Right now, we already have.
Yeah, I mean, Hades
3
is
votes
just.
to none.
I mean, it's Hades.
He's classic, right?
Where's he at?
He's
right here.
He's. If you're watching this live, backwards. He's actually right up here at the top of the screen. So, but seriously, Mayor Bellwether is. I mean, like the whole movie, you're thinking she's super nice. She's on Hop's side, Judy Hop. She's
on her side. I had a feeling there's something going on there.
Well,
Jay doesn't like to watch movies with me.
I was a sheep, I guess, following the sheep. Didn't. All right. So, what do you say, honey?
I'm saying Hades.
You're saying Hades.
I love Zootopia. It's a great movie. I think.
Great character meet and greet also.
It was a really fun meet and greet.
When we got to meet Judy and Nick. Nick Wilde at the
Yeah.
Christmas party.
Me and Nick were close. But no, it's Hades. Like he's CrossFit.
All right.
He's like one of the big whatever.
Yeah.
How many ever.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. We have
to the next
Professor Radigan. This is going to be a rough one. A rough show. She's already showing signs of
I was just thinking about that.
So we have Professor Radigan and Governor Radcliffe.
Ooh.
So Radcliffe is from Pocahontas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Professor Radigan, isn't he from
is it American Tales? Thoughtful Goes West?
No. It was Great Mouse Detective. That's what it was.
Yeah, there we go.
So Lisa says here, going back to the Hades, she said Hades uses his power to accomplish his goal. Mayor's power is less
Is it lies?
threatening.
Oh, less. My eyeballs are like
Yeah.
I
I agree with that. But at the same time, that's what almost makes her more threatening.
She's more like someone you would actually know.
Right.
Than Hades, but I mean, like that was just a bad combo because either way, I'm picking Hades.
Yeah. Well, and Hades, he's kind of a Disney favorite. He hosts the Villains Nights, right?
Mm-hmm.
At Magic Kingdom. So
they picked a great actor for that role. Like the voice actor for that role was amazing.
Who was it?
I can't remember his name. But like the voice and stuff, whatever. I'm saying Ratcliffe because that dude is evil, but he can sing.
He can, but Professor Radigan is, he is extreme. Like
you gave Radigan ones that didn't belong to him.
Huh? My bad. See, that's why I gotta be supervised because I get distracted.
I always get irritated with him when he posts stuff and I haven't seen it yet because there's always a typo.
Yeah. But so Professor Radigan is like, I had nightmares about him when I was a kid. He's like this real, especially compared to the rest of the characters in the movie, this really large rat.
No one likes rats.
Nobody likes rats, no. Like mice.
Yes.
Nobody can probably hear you. You're like 20 feet from the mic.
I'm hot. We have got to call our HVAC people. Yes. This room is like ridiculously hot.
All right. So Governor Radcliffe won that one. Hades won the first one. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This one is going to be a hands down no-brainer. We have Scar versus the Big Bad Wolf.
Scar.
Scar
is just a cool dude. And he's also in Hercules.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Matt is calling you out. Says, what about Ratatouille?
Ratatouille, he's not. Is he a rat?
Is he a rat? That's a good question.
Is a rat.
It is Ratatouille.
The Ratatouille is what they made. He is a rat. Okay, you are correct, Matt. With the exception of Ratatouille, which his name is
Remy.
Remy.
Starts with an R. That's Remy.
Remy. Just
okay, you have not been paying attention while helping Jameson with his sight words. Starts with an E.
I heard the end of it.
So Britt is in the chat. Shout out to Britt who sent us this awesome, sweet little care package.
Yes.
That had me all kinds of confused because she sent me the tracking information, and it was 11
Hey,
and a half
Chicago
pounds.
Mike.
And I was like, what in the world? is she sending that is 11.5 pounds. It was 11.5 pounds of snacks.
Mm-hmm. I will say that, like, the kids broke into the candy, like, first thing.
Right.
And I found candy wrappers all over the house. Like, they were everywhere.
Amy and Dana say they're saying just go ahead and skip this one. Scar is the correct answer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think anybody's going to argue that one. I did not realize that.
It's kind of funny that you had the big bad wolf and a lion together.
Why is that funny?
Because they're animals.
Most of them on here are animals. Professor Ratcliffe. Mayor Bellwether.
Not together. Not together.
I got you. So I did not realize this. Chicago Mike said that Remy was played by Patton Oswalt.
No.
Okay. Garth says, "What's up, y'all?" Garth will be joining us next week for Self-Respecting Men Who Love Disney.
That means I get the week off.
Yes, it does. I was not mad at all about the snacks.
No, not mad. I'm not mad.
No, she said I told Jay he would be mad. But no, not at all.
I really love chips.
So. There's going to be some upset people about this one. I know what you're voting. Let's go ahead and put it down. All right. But we have Queen of Hearts versus Maleficent. Now, we got to get to specifics here. Okay. Are we going just animated? Or are we going live action? Or are we going both? Because going both.
Maleficent's going to rule this one. Sorry, dude.
Okay. All righty. So we are going live action and animated. It was definitely a sugar rush, Britt.
Oh.
So yeah, live action and animated. Maleficent and Queen of Hearts. Elle has already said that Maleficent wins. She said that at the beginning of the show. So we're just going to go ahead and put her and Matt down for Maleficent, because if Matt doesn't go Maleficent, he might end up with a pumpkin on top of his head, since they are carving pumpkins right now.
No, it is amazing to me that last year we went to the pumpkin patch and I got a Cinderella pumpkin. That thing lasted forever. We finally just broke it. I mean, when did we get rid of it? Like after the 4th of July? It was insane.
I think so, yeah.
And then Jameson and Phoenix did pumpkins the other night, and they're already like, they went bad in like a day.
Yeah.
Like it was rough.
It's ridiculous.
I lost a candle too because someone left it in there.
Whoops. Dang it, Jameson. You ought to know better, son. So Lisa goes Maleficent. Josh goes Queen of Hearts. Ooh. Elle and Matt, of course, go Maleficent. Amy and Dana at Run Eat Drink go Maleficent.
I mean, Maleficent's going to win this. Here's the thought, though.
You apparently did not see the pumpkins that we had for the boys. She says that there's not a pumpkin big enough for his head. Those pumpkins were massive.
They were big.
They were bigger than my head, and there's not many people in the world with a head bigger than me. I can promise you that.
And my Cinderella pumpkin was massive, too.
Yes.
It's kind of ironic, at midnight, it's gone. It lasted forever.
But
though, back to the Queen of Hearts, like with the you gotta wonder, are you talking about the original Alice in Wonderland, or are you talking about the Mad Hatter too?
Well, I mean, that kind of falls within the live action, right? I mean, I would say, because that's her character.
Yeah.
Still, so
that massive head was weird.
Yeah. But Matt said that he has a massive head. Dude, I wear a size 8 in hats.
It's hard to find hats.
Cannot find a fitted hat. During football,
we have to go to
I had to get my
Lids.
helmet special ordered. So yeah. All right. So Maleficent wins that one. No shocker.
Oh, that's funny. Elle didn't want. Matt didn't want to get his hands dirty.
Elle says, I'll have you know, Matt took the scoop and I'm scooping with my hand. That's the only way to do it, honestly. Come on. That's the way I made Jameson do it, and Phoenix just refused. Ooh. Now, let's move on to the next one. We have Captain Hook from Peter Pan. It's a classic. Versus Hans
Captain Hook.
from Frozen.
Captain Hook.
Why do you say Captain Hook?
Because I love Captain Hook. And he's hilarious and he's dramatic and he's like great. I will say Hans is a very bad person.
And Hans is honestly, to me, he's kind of on the same level with what was her name?
Bellwether.
Mayor Bellwether. So yeah, that's because he didn't have any kind of powers, didn't really use any weapons or anything. He went, just straight up deceiving. That was his whole thing.
Yeah. He's a horrible person. A very horrible person. But when you put him against Captain Hook, if it had been like Mayor Bellwether and Hans, that would have been
tough.
Yeah.
So Amy and Dana say Hook, of course. Lisa says Hans. Matt says he hates Hans more. But Elle says Captain Hook. And Garth says Hook, of course. Absolutely. So that's actually a close one there.
I hate Hans, but okay, maybe I should ask, are we going with the ones we like the most or ones we hate the most? Or that are just the most evil?
So, it's just, we're trying to find out the villain, right? Like, just
Maleficent.
Right. So, in your mind, you don't even need a vote until Maleficent's up, and then we'll throw your vote on there. All right. Let's go ahead and move to the next one. We had another vote come in from Chicago Mike there. So, just cushions it a little more. Hook.
I actually think
wins. He advances.
I think my favorite part of those movies is when he shaves the pigeon's butt or seagull's butt.
Yeah. Mr. Smee is great. That's another one, though, that we need to do is villain sidekicks, right?
Yes. We did that at the beginning. We should do it again.
Yeah, we need to do a bracket for it.
I talked to you about that when I was making that freaking list.
I know. And I just now thought about it again. All right, so moving on to the next one, we have Amos Slade from Fox and the Hound, which is a classic. I think, honestly, that's kind of an underrated Disney movie. And we have Shan Yu from Mulan. So
that one is difficult. I think, I love the Fox and the Hound, but it's also extremely, extremely sad. But I think the more evil one is Shan Yu.
I would have to agree. 100%.
Amos Slade is just a cantankerous old man.
Yeah.
That likes to go hunting.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, so that's interesting. That's gonna be a close one. Maybe not though. As we wait for the votes to come in. Shan Yu is
evil.
Lisa's spot on there that
yes, he murdered villages.
And
his face, the eyes and everything. Ooh.
So Matt says Fox and the Hound dude, and Elle says the Mulan dude. All right. So and Amy and Dana say Amos, famous Amos.
I think that Amos is a really bad person, but in the grand scheme of things, he's not evil.
Right.
He's
just, like you said, he's cantankerous, old guy.
Yeah.
Maybe if you get some kids or, get his grandkids around him, he's saying, pull my finger,
Well, if you take it and you replace the Fox and the Hound with children, it's just like a family feud.
Yeah. But Fox and the Hound was one of my favorites growing up. I had a beagle named Copper. I think I actually had 2 beagles named Hopper.
Great
Because I had
imagination
a-
there, kid.
Well, because there was an Amos Slade who lived in our community over there where Pop lives.
Mm-hmm.
We had an Amos Slade that lived over there.
Hi,
Howdy,
Eileen.
friend, says Eileen. Don't look at me like that. All right. Josh coming in with Shan Yu.
I mean, he's just evil. Like, he's Satan incarnate. Like, ugh.
And he is extremely intimidating, too. I mean, he's a very large guy, very creepy. He also doesn't he have like some kind of weird power thing? Or am I thinking wrong?
I feel like there's something going on there, but I can't remember.
So Amy and Dana say that Fox and the Hound is just so good. It's sad, but that's why they chose Amos. Gar says, I agree with you all. Why you? Get it? Dad jokes. What's happening? Chasing Florida. Good. I love Chase. He's a cool guy. So go check out Chasing Florida's YouTube page. He's just starting up. He's originally from Alabama. His name's Chase, right? And he moved down to Florida to be at Disney and all. So it's a great channel name, honestly. Chasing Florida, right? All right. So Shan Yu ended up pulling away with that one. The next one, this is not even going to be a competition. We have Prince John and Evil Queen.
I mean, the evil queen, of course.
Yeah.
I think Prince John is a jerk, but
right. If you're just tuning in, we are doing our villains bracket today. So you vote for most evil villain, favorite villain, however you want to vote. We're going to get to the bottom of it either way.
Maleficent's gonna win.
Yeah. You keep saying that. Dream on.
You're still mad about Space Mountain. Shut up.
I am mad about Space Mountain. I am mad about Space Mountain.
And okay, for Chasing Florida, it's ironic. I don't really watch podcasts or listen to them, but I always listen to them because Jay's always listening to them. So if he's home and there's one playing, I can hear it. So I listen to everybody. I'm like, oh, is that so and so?
So I don't actually listen to podcasts at home. You
watch the videos.
I watch vlogs and live streams. Yeah. Okay.
That's creepy.
So our
Echo Dot.
There you go. Our Echo Dot just went talking about it. Can't connect.
I think I'm gonna go unplug
internet. That was really creepy. So yeah, while we're talking about villains. So Lisa says evil queen. Garth says the evil queen. I am not letting go of Space Mountain. Get over it.
I'm just really paying attention to the fact there's a running all over the house.
yeah. I went ahead and hardwired in instead of using Wi-Fi today.
There's like
just to play it
trail of cord.
Elle went with Prince John. I completely missed that. That's a shocker because nobody else has went with Prince John.
That might be why.
Everybody else is going with the evil queen. There's not a chance for Prince John to catch up. So,
I mean, if he was a person or whatever, he's a really awful person. But
yeah,
I mean, the evil queen was really evil.
Right.
Ooh, the live version, like the Snow White and the Huntress or whatever.
The Huntsman?
The Huntsman, there we go. Dude, she was creepy.
Yeah.
Like,
All right. Lisa says she's got to go. Thank you so much for joining in while you could, Lisa. Go fix that dinner and enjoy that family time. Josh
Lisa
comes in with the evil queen, and Elle says that she loves Prince John's crown.
I do. I like when he does the thing and gets all of the jewels off of and off his fingers and stuff.
That's true. All right. On to the next. Hopper or Lady Tremaine?
I mean, Tremaine, of course, but Hopper's pretty bad too. Our dog is whining.
Yeah. Hopper is extremely evil. But Lady Tremaine is also extremely evil. Another great meet and greet at 1900 Park Fair. Fantastic.
I loved her.
Yeah. Fantastic meet and greet. Her and both of the stepsisters, Gazelle.
Drizella.
Yeah, there we go. Gisela and Anastasia.
Drizella.
Drizella. That's what I just said.
Sounded like you said Gisela.
Well, open your ears. I probably did say Gisela. Everybody will let us know from the podcast. Amy and Dana going with Lady T.
Hopper for Elle and Matt.
Yeah. Ooh. So this one might end up being a close one. Garth goes with Lady Tremaine. I have video when the boys met Lady Tremaine. I'm gonna have to put that up.
She was great.
Yeah. She did not like to be hugged. She's doing very well with social distancing, I would assume.
Probably.
She did not want to be hugged by the boys, because that was the thing. After every meet and greet, the boys would always give the character a hug and tell them thank you. And neither her nor Drizella was very appreciative of it. Chase is going with Hopper. So now we have a 3-3 tie.
And Hopper's really bad. I mean, if we were going with like the most evil, Hopper.
I mean, really though?
I mean, Tremaine did freaking lock her in a tower, take all of her stuff. Like, I mean,
made her. I mean, she was scrubbing the chimney and all. I mean, wouldn't let her go to the ball. I mean, she was pretty.
Well, I mean, it was her house to begin with, and then she moves in. Like Tremaine moves in and just like takes over.
Yeah. So,
here's an interesting question. Okay. I just thought of it. Okay, so it's Lady Tremaine. Tremaine is not her first name. That has to be a last name.
What is her first name?
So what is her first name?
And is Cinderella's last name Tremaine?
Exactly.
Because she married Cinderella's mom.
Dad.
Whoops.
Get it right, dude.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wait. We're going to give it another second. Josh's votes have been coming in a little late, so we're going to wait for him. He's going to be our tiebreaker. That is a really good question. Lady Tremaine, what is her full name? Let's see if we can find that out real quick. So, right here, what I have is Lady Tremaine, also known as the evil wicked stepmother.
It's like a trend for Disney movies.
It really is.
Which you would think they wouldn't want to do that, but
says Lady Tremaine was the only villain to live beside her victim day by day.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And Chicago Mike, Josh coming in with Hopper.
She really gonna lose this one?
Lady Tremaine is out in round 1.
That's insane.
You never know what to expect when you do brackets, right? This one is hands down, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If Gaston loses this round, I will end the show. And we will be a 1-year podcast and we will be done. I'm not coming back. So,
oh my gosh.
We have Gaston and Monstro. Obviously, Gaston. I mean, there's not many people that's going to beat out Gaston.
But is he really a villain? He's just the villain in their story.
Yes, Gaston's a villain.
He did try to stab the beast in the back after he let him live, which is pretty horrible.
So, and if you don't know, Monstro is the one from Pinocchio. I got no strings to hold me down.
Yeah. You got strings.
Yeah, you.
Turd.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That
to
was
hold you down,
funny.
you crazy nut.
Yeah, exactly. I might
Whereas
float away.
Jameson says, you chicken nugget.
So Elle says Monstro to make me mad. Matt, being the good long lost brother that he is, says Gaston.
Well, give him a vote.
So I did. They each have
Well,
one.
But me and you both have already done Gaston, so I haven't.
Oh, I usually don't add our votes in until the end.
Oh.
So Gaston, Garth goes with Gaston. It's not even a tough one. He says it's rough, but it's not.
You know, it's really funny. Like every time I think of Pinocchio, all I can think of it. Like I watched it a million times as a kid,
Right.
didn't think anything about it. But then when we were pregnant with Jameson and we watched it,
All you think about is the cigars,
the cigars and the
drinking
beer
and the cussing.
and the cussing.
Yes.
And I never even noticed it when I was a kid.
Yeah. It is it's very
Careful.
interesting. Yeah. Hey, speaking of cigars, which Brian, of course, is not watching today as it is Jenny's birthday. Happy birthday, Jenny. And it's their anniversary weekend.
He did that on purpose.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, Brian, I know this statement doesn't go for you, buddy, but if you smoke them or if you got them, smoke them. If you're an Alabama or Tennessee fan, you'll totally get that. Third Saturday in October.
Yeah.
There's one thing you do after a big victory against Tennessee. Amy and Dana going with Gaston as well. Gar says that Pinocchio is crazy, and it really is.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, it's really a trippy movie. I mean, people say
Probably more
Alice in
trippy
Wonderland.
than Alice,
Yeah, it's really trippy, but Pinocchio is, I mean, it's just way out there. Way out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
and there's such wild, I mean, boys turned into donkeys and a dude being swallowed by a whale and
well, yeah, it's depending on your beliefs, that one might not be as far out there, but
well, I mean, like in one movie, all of that.
Oh yeah, I mean, you've got a marionette that talks and comes to life, and his nose grows when he lies, and I don't know.
All your 90s kids would probably prefer the live action version.
There's a live action of Pinocchio?
Yeah.
I bet that's actually pretty horrible.
Actually, it's not that bad. Let me find out what it is.
You can't play it right now and show me.
I know that.
How's there a live action of Pinocchio?
There is.
Especially from the 90s. Like,
pretty sure it's 90s. It might be the early 2000s. I'm pretty sure it's. Why?
So you can't even find it. I think you dreamed it up.
Mm-mm. It has the actor from the one with the really long name from.
Josh got me on that one, and it's a very good point. It's it's a movie teaching you not to be rude and ugly.
There's actually two of them. That's not what I'm.
I will pass on that. I don't think that would be any good. We're just going to be real honest. All right, so next we have. By the way, Gaston won that one. Oh no, that does look horrible. That looks awful. What is that? So, The Adventures of Pinocchio is what she's talking about here, starring Martin Landau and Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yes. I told you to do the long.
No, there's no way. I'm sorry, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, and it was 1996. I told you.
Home Improvement. That's where he should have stopped. All right. Next we have Ka from Jungle Book, and we have Pete. So Peg Leg Pete, however you want to look at him.
Ka is worse.
Is he really? I mean, Pete kind of terrorizes Mickey and the gang forever.
Yeah, but he also isn't as evil as Ka.
Is he not?
He's trying to eat a kid, and it's a snake.
I mean, you're only voting for him because he's a snake. Oh, I didn't tell you Jameson wants to get a pet snake.
Oh, heck no. He has mentioned that before, and I told him not freaking happening.
I told him that we might get him one for Christmas.
Over my dead body.
So,
because I'm the only one that takes care of the pets around here, and I'd end up having to clean it.
But we have that really cool magic shot with Ka, right? From Animal Kingdom.
I kind of think that's a little mean.
Really? I think it's great. Elle says Ka times 2 from them.
Josh right, trust.
Trust in me.
That was
really
a singy.
Creepy.
That was like singy version.
Yeah, be quiet. But yeah, Ka is really evil. Can't lie about that.
I mean, he's Satan.
Gar says Pete because he looks and acts like my old boss. Snakes need to eat too. I mean, he's not wrong.
I was watching a thing earlier. It was like crazy things about animals or something like that. And this snake in Nigeria, maybe, I don't remember, had like 100 and something eggs in its belly.
Okay. Anyways.
Like to make more. And it was like one of those massive pythons, like the ones that are like
huge. Anyways, let's get off of that.
They killed it, so we're good.
All right. Move to the next round.
Snake eggs are a delicacy.
Ka did advance. You know what delicacy means, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you serious? You just asked me that question? Really?
Delicacy means that nobody else is going to like it.
Yeah, like escargot, caviar.
Mother Gothel or Edgar Balthazar from Aristocats.
Hey, fun fact, my maiden name is Edgar.
Yes. Your chair's squeaking. I'm going Mother Gothel.
Mother Gothel, yeah.
It's hard to be. It's hard to beat her. Plus, I think I've tried to watch the Aristocats. Never really got into it.
I had it growing up. Watched it several times. It's okay,
Yeah.
But I don't think Edgar's evil. I think that
Yeah. You think you know?
Well, like he's mad because he wanted to inherit everything and he didn't.
Right.
And I'd be pretty ticked off too if I waited hand and foot on this chick and her pets for years and then she left everything to the pets.
Right.
But at the same time, they're just cats. It's not like they can actually spend money or whatever. So, I mean, he could have acted as though he had the money.
That is true. So Elle and Matt go Mother Gothel. Again, it's just going to be hard to beat her. I mean, straight up selfish, right?
Mother knows best.
And it was so creepy the way she'd say that. And the way she
knows best.
Yeah. It was a very, very well done character.
Mm-hmm.
Very well done. But man, she was creepy.
Yeah.
And
I always wondered, why did she age so fast?
So was it that she aged fast, or was it the fact that
she was reversing it?
Right.
Well, I mean, like they don't really tell you how long Rapunzel's there between her visits, but it seems like she comes every day or something.
Right.
And does she seriously need that every day? Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, we're not talking to that person.
They're probably a little upset right now anyway.
Yeah, they probably are. So
And I'm from Tennessee.
yes, you are. Thank goodness you did not turn out to be a Tennessee fan. Nothing against Tennessee fans, right? I mean, we just probably wouldn't have been able to marry. Well, what was my family's first question to you?
Are you an Alabama fan? I was about to say, are you a Democrat or a Republican?
No, it was straight up. Are you?
Are you an
fan?
Alabama fan?
All right, so this one is
I
actually
distinctly remember Craig.
this is extremely
doing
difficult.
it.
Yes. Dr. Facilier or Cruella?
Cruella.
Why am I struggling with that one today? Cruella de Vil. So Dr. Facilier, obviously from Princess and the Frog.
I gotta say Dr. Facilier because he is like legit messed up. Like he is not.
I mean, he is,
right.
but so is Cruella. I mean, she's like
Cruella wants to kill dogs. Yes,
she wants to kill every
bad.
animal.
Yeah, that's and that's not good. But evil, exactly, Elle. He is terrifying. Like the first time I watched the Princess, the first time I watched the Princess and the Frog, I was like, did they really just put all this in a kids movie? Like,
yeah, it's
who else is it that Dr. Facilier is their favorite?
Mark
Daniel.
Mark. Yes. Mark is a huge fan of Dr. Facilier.
He's terrifying.
And he really is. And Dr. Facilier is Matt's favorite villain. Elle just found that out. Look, I want to be
something
honest.
new every day.
Dr. Facilier is way up there for me now. After I've watched Princess and the Frog several times, it is. He's just really creepy.
Okay, I want to say this.
Here we go.
Maleficent's my favorite. She's always going to be number one. But if we were going for the most evil, I would definitely say Dr. Facilier.
Yeah. He really is. I mean, especially if you're going most evil, you definitely can't say Maleficent because
Maleficent's
she's really
not a villain.
All that evil, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. What I hope they, when they did the retheming of Splash Mountain, right? They're doing a Princess and the Frog theme. I want to see how they incorporate Dr. Facilier into it.
Oh, that would be so cool. Whatever they do, it's gonna be cool.
They can make it really cool.
When you're going through that tunnel-like thing, what if they had like him sitting there and then the shadow?
Ooh.
Oh. That would be crazy.
Dude, Garth is hating. He said Holmes got taken out by a frog. I mean...
Well, actually got taken out by a lot of people working together. But he messed with black magic.
I mean, he's got friends on the other side.
And his the people that he calls to go after her, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Everything about Dr. Facilier is just creepy. Very disturbing. I mean, from the way he carries himself.
The way he dresses.
Talks, right. The way he dresses. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Like, there's nothing about Dr. Facilier where you can look at him and be like, he's kind of normal. He's a normal person.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you catch Cruella de Vil, on a day where she's not hunting down puppies, right? And, she's like, get that crazed look when she's driving the car. I mean, you could say, she looks like a normal person. Dr. Facilier, you look at him and you're like, no, that joker's crazy. All right. Is another good one. So Shere Khan or Claude Frollo?
Oh, man.
I also know how Mark Daniel would be voting on this one.
Frollo?
Yeah, Mark would definitely be voting on Frollo. Josh makes a very good point. Frogs were one of the plagues, though. So, I mean...
I love the part. It's like, he's just mucus. All
right. So Shere Khan from Jungle Book, right? That's the tiger.
I'm gonna go with the villain being Claude Frollo.
Yeah, Claude Frollo. Elle is
Because he is
asking who he
awful.
is. That is the one from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Dude is messed up.
Yeah.
Like out on a witch hunt for gypsies.
But and it's interesting because me and Josh have actually had this talk along with Sebastian, that while we look at that, right, and we're like, dude was crazy, he was evil, the movie takes place during the Crusade era and all. So it's actually very normal, right? Like that was his religion, that was how, so there was nothing out of the norm for him.
Like, I don't think that like, I don't say it was messed up in the sense that during that time it was messed up, but like watching it and all the things that he does,
right?
Like, it's not even like he's really out for all the gypsies. He's out for Esmeralda, and that's because he wants her.
Yeah.
So if he can't have her, nobody can. He's gonna burn her alive. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he brainwashes and like does horrible things.
First he tries to kill Quasimodo, and that didn't work. So then he it's crazy, like the whole magic in the fire when he's singing and like the storytelling.
And he's all Christian, Catholic, maybe Catholic.
So Matt says Frollo, Elle says Khan, Garth says Claude Frollo. So
I mean, I don't think Shere Khan is an actual villain because he's actually right. Like what he does all the wrong things for the right reason.
Well, I mean, Khan was going to try to wait. Shere Khan, that's the tiger, right? Yes. That's not the panther.
It's the tiger.
Okay, because
why would the panther be the bad guy?
Elle just said that he was the panther.
No, he's the tiger.
Yeah. Josh is going Frollo. So yeah. Anyways, so let's go ahead and move on because Claude Frollo is has that one wrapped up.
Claude Frodo and Quasimodo.
All right, so on this one we have Josh, oh my goodness, I can't say it, honey. Bagheera, yes, was the panther. Next up we have Sid or Ursula.
Okay, I'm gonna vote Ursula because she's one of the the big five or whatever. But Sid's pretty messed up.
I mean, Sid honestly has all of the makings of a serial killer. Like if you watch Criminal Minds, terrorist, like he is like exactly what they talk about when they're talking about
narcissistic.
I mean,
what is it when you?
What he does,
psychopath.
I mean, and everything is just insane. I'm going Sid. Elle and Matt are both going Ursula. Ursula is like got this jealousy thing going, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that kind of her backstory?
And she tricks people,
right? But I mean, Sid was just psycho, and he's like the garbage truck driver now. But does he really
kill anybody?
I mean,
does he harm anybody? Toys, yes, but he never hurts anybody else. And if we want to talk about that, our kids are pretty narcissistic and psychopathic with her.
No, I mean, that's completely different, though. I mean, they're just crazy.
Not pyromaniacs.
Right? Like, I mean, they're not. They ain't trying to. If we gave Phoenix a toy near a fire, I mean, he might try to see what happened, honestly. Because if you watched our video where we were carving pumpkins,
he's obsessed with fire. Like, the first time we had a bonfire when we first moved here,
right?
He kept trying to get in it.
So Chase says Ursula, Garth said Sid for sure. Josh will be chiming in here in just a second. Yeah. I mean,
which one did you choose, Ursula or Sid?
I chose Sid.
Okay, so here's the thing. Ursula is kind of, if you really think about it, it's kind of a biblical story. Like the moral of the story is, it's kind of like the story about the person that gives you the box,
Right.
and if you open the box, you get what you want or whatever. Or if you hit the button, someone you don't know will die.
Right.
But you get whatever you want. Like with her, it's definitely read the fine print.
Right.
But I mean, she's pretty evil. Like, did you see how many souls she had?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love the fact that I can't remember who. I'm gonna look it up. Can't remember who it was that. I'm really bad with names, guys. If y'all hadn't figured that out.
Josh agrees with Sid about being a serial killer in training, but Ursula is his choice.
My phone is blowing up. Let's see.
All right, while you're still looking that up, isn't Sid a garbage truck driver in like Toy Story 3 or 4? Is it 3? I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I think that's hilarious.
Pat Carroll. There we go.
What about Pat Carroll?
She plays Ursula.
Oh, okay.
She actually created the look and everything of it. Like they picked her and then she made the character basically.
Interesting.
And she said she was going for like I want to say it was used car salesman and Broadway. I don't remember.
Huh. All right. So let's hurry up. Let's pick the pace up just a little because we have been going almost an hour already.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I know, right? So we've got
and we got a whole bunch more.
Yeah, we're almost finished with the first round. Yzma or Oogie Boogie? If you're going funny aspect, you got to go Yzma, right? I mean, because she is hilarious.
She's a riot.
Pull the lever. But I'm going to go Oogie Boogie.
Into a llama.
That is hilarious. Like, where do you get llama from? Like, why a llama?
I don't think that was what it was. I don't think that's what it was supposed to be. I think she actually meant to kill him. But yeah.
All right, so
that was her when she was young.
Interesting. What do you say, honey? You got Yzma or Oogie Boogie?
Oogie Boogie, probably. No. Like, I like Yzma. I think she's a bad person, but she's funny.
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie's pretty evil, though.
He's extremely evil. And, I mean, he's like the highlight now of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We got to get some WD-40 on this dang chair. It's your chair, yeah, not mine. Elle and Matt both go Oogie. But it's, he's the highlight. He's this big green blob looking thing, right? But he's not a blob. He's like stitched together. It's confusing, like the appearance of his character. I've never really understood it. It's a sewn together boogie. It's a big green blob looking thing. It's Oogie Boogie. Is that what it is? That just hit me. Is that what they were going for?
A handkerchief sewn together with boogies in it?
Maybe.
Anyways.
Oogie Boogie.
And this is probably like an unpopular opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan loves The Nightmare Before Christmas. I do not.
I love it. I think it's a fantastic movie.
It's pretty weird.
Yes, it is pretty weird. I mean, it's a Tim Burton movie, right? It's going to be pretty weird. What are you laughing at? Pretty weird. But it is it does have a great storyline. Jack is depressed, right? I mean, he's in a deep, dark place. But like, he's not happy with where he is. So he goes out and tries to find something.
He's feeling dead inside.
Or empty inside. He goes out to find something new, right? And he finds that, and he, just completely takes.
See, Garth,
Takes it to
I mean,
heart.
I just can't get into it. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. I'll watch it, but it's just
Right. So Garth goes Oogie Boogie, but then he says that he can't get into it either.
I mean, he's definitely evil. Yzma is just self-centered.
Josh goes Oogie Boogie. He also says there's nothing wrong with garbage truck
No,
drivers.
not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. And
no,
Josh says kidnap Sandy Claus. Mom just says get ready. I guess we were headed your way.
No.
So get ready, everybody. The kids might be popping in any minute. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I'm not.
Everybody says it's not a top watch. It's not. They can't get into it yet. Everybody voted for him.
I mean, I think he's the evil one. Yeah, I mean, it's against Yzma for real.
Right. Do we even need to vote on this? I mean, we've got Clayton and we've got Jafar. Clayton is from Tarzan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think this is even a question. This has got to go. This has got to go. Jafar.
I love your writing.
Huh?
Your writing is distracting on that page.
How's my writing distracting?
Because it's so bad. Anyways, Jafar, definitely.
Yeah. I think for sure Jafar is going to win from Aladdin. I thought on the live action Aladdin, that guy played Jafar extremely well. Elle and Matt are both going with Jafar. It's yeah. Garth going Jafar. Yeah, we're already at 5-0 Jafar.
Okay, with the live action Aladdin versus the cartoon one, it's like you can completely watch it as two separate movies.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can. Even though they follow like in the live action, they did a great job of following the same storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But then also liked how they made Jasmine a little stronger, right? But it was like the Speechless song is probably one of my favorite songs.
Mm-hmm.
It's an incredible song, and Naomi Scott does awesome singing that.
You love her voice. I like some of her songs, and others I feel like she did not do good at.
I mean, some of them, yeah, but like the Speechless song, like I think that was just great for her voice in general. It was a very powerful song. It was one that she
gets stuck in my head a lot.
It does. Jameson loves that song too. Mm-hmm. He'll walk around singing it a good bit.
But lately, he's been singing Christmas songs. So I'm like, oh, good Lord.
He is my child.
He's sitting on the toilet the other day singing.
Why you gotta call the kid out like that? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap that one up. Let's move back up here to the top. We're gonna go rapid fire. Hades and Governor Ratcliffe.
Next.
That's hands down gonna be Hades. Just a reminder, Governor Ratcliffe is from Pocahontas. Yes.
Why are you hitting me?
I was reaching for help. Don't look at me like that. Why are you so mean to me all the time? All right, so we got Hades ×2 from Elle and Matt. I got a feeling that we're going to be seeing a lot more Hades popping up here in the chat. Because, yeah, again, this really, it's not even close, right? Is it? What are you laughing about?
Hades is another word for...
Yes.
You're going to see a lot more of it in the chat.
Josh is going Hades. He's voting Hades. Garth is voting for Hades.
At least he's not going to Hades.
Lord have mercy.
I'm tired.
Josh, I need your help, Josh. You're going to be key to keeping the podcast going. You already are being a Patreon member. But on Sunday mornings when we get off of work, if you can remind me to go in and wake Sarah up and force feed her medicine, then we will be great.
Oh, but I am. Yes.
All right,
Probably
so
me too, Josh.
Hades wins that one. Scar and Maleficent. You're going Maleficent.
Dang.
But
Maleficent.
this is this one might get a little choppy in the chat here. I don't know if we're going to get a hands down decision on this one. I was going to try and fly through and just be like, boom, boom. Like, they're going to be easy to choose right here, right? I mean, the next one, we've got Captain Hook and Shan Yu, which we're not voting on right now. But Garth is already going with Scar.
What?
So, yeah. Josh is going with Scar. Scar out to a lead right now.
Elle, where
we
you
already
at?
know Elle is going Maleficent. So, and Matt's.
No,
I'm
it's
curious.
tied.
I'm curious.
That's 2 votes. Two
I
votes.
would love if I could get a confirmation from Matt that he is voting Maleficent, because I almost feel like he's not, but Elle's not going to say that.
He doesn't get a choice.
He doesn't get a choice. And we've been getting 5 votes. She said she asked him for real. So we'll see. I will have to I'll have to shoot him a message later and double check on that one. But yeah. All right. So
You calling her a liar?
No, I'm just
You
saying
calling
that she
her a
might
liar?
manipulate and try to.
What was that again?
All right. I'm going to give this one just 5 more seconds to see if any more votes come in. I am not voting. 5, 4,
Like I will die.
3, 2,
She knows where I sleep.
1. I've been kind of saving my vote in case we need another tiebreaker. Just to be
That
safe.
is needing a tiebreaker.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Maleficent's got it by 1. So we're going to move on to the next
get my
one.
eyes checked
Scar
again.
is out. Wait a minute. Elle says that I even opened the back door to ask because I went back inside. How are you carving pumpkins inside, Elle? All right, Captain Hook and Shan Yu, honey. You're going Captain Hook, I assume, right?
For like my favorite, yeah. The most evil would be Shiny.
So what's your vote?
My vote's gonna be for Captain Hook because I'm going with my favorite, not
All right.
the most evil.
Josh is going Shan Yu. Garth is going Hook. Oh, okay. So Elle said they finished carving. So
it doesn't take them over an hour to carve a pumpkin.
I mean, sorry. My last carving was with a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. Took us like 14 hours.
Well, you sat there, had a drink by the fire, and chill.
Matt says Hook. Elle says Shan Yu. And I think that's going to be about all of our votes right now. It did take over an hour, she said. It took her 3 hours one year. Boom!
Remember that year that I did the castle? That took a long time.
That did take a long time. All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap that one up. So Captain Hook advances. Another tough one. Evil Queen or Hopper?
Evil Queen.
You're going with the Evil Queen. I wonder if they're going to bring Evil Queen back to a meet and greet over at Oh, wow. It just left me. Storybook Dining. Artist Point.
Yeah. Y'all, all of our plans for our Disney trip this year just got blown to Hades.
Yeah, it really has. Elle and Matt both go with Evil Queen. Josh is going with the Evil Queen.
I mean, she wanted to carve out their heart.
Yeah, she's pretty evil. I mean, it's in her name, right?
And the live action one, dang,
that one
creepy.
did not last. That didn't wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, that was a complete blowout. Evil Queen advances. Gaston or Ka is next. Where are you going, honey?
Because I really don't have a choice. I'm going to say Gaston.
Yeah. I mean,
Ka is more evil. Gaston's pretty bad.
Yeah. All right. So Josh goes Ka. Interesting.
Yeah. Like, he's pretty dang evil.
He is pretty evil. I mean, he's a snake, right? I mean, serpents, I mean, they're just
it's not
historically
like,
evil, right?
You know how, was it Garth that said snakes got to eat too?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have to eat this one kid that they follow all over the jungle and try to go.
Yeah, I mean, this is true.
No.
Yeah. All right, so
Seriously, like we're in the middle of something.
all right. We have 3 votes in. Wait.
Oh.
Yeah. We only have 3 votes in. What happened to L? L left us. So, apparently. All right, so we are going to go with Gaston is going to win this one. Ooh, Mother Gothel or Dr. Facilier?
Dang. By the way, Cheryl, I unlocked the door. You didn't ask me to open it.
All right, so Mother Gothel or Dr. Facilier? This one's going to be tough. Elle just chimed in saying Gaston ×2 for them, so that definitely locked in the win for Gaston. So.
Wait, what's the first one?
Yeah. We're past it.
Okay.
She figured it out. So,
Dr. Facilier is the evil one.
Yeah, and Josh is going with Dr. Facilier. Elle says they are discussing pumpkin placement right now.
No, they were. That's past tense, sweetheart.
I apologize.
Y'all, he has an education degree.
Elle says they're going Dr. Facilier, both of them. So, I mean, yeah. Again, Dr. Facilier, I honestly think as long as him and Maleficent don't meet up before the finals, I think it will come down to them. That is a very good point, Garth. He's going back to Kai.
He didn't
if you go into
go
the jungle, you're fair
into the jungle. He was left in the jungle.
Well, either way, he's in the jungle.
And he actually grew up there.
Right. Either way, he's in the jungle. All right.
I like the live action Jungle Book.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Pitch
Poke.
It's also one of Mark's favorite movies. A lot of Mark Daniel references today. So this one we have Claude Frollo or Ursula. Dum, dum, boom.
Oh man, it's starting to get tough. Ursula.
You're going Ursula. Really? Why?
Because she affected so many more people. And like you said, at the time, Frollo was just normal.
Elle and Matt both go Ursula. Yeah, I mean, it's, time changes, right? But we can never forget history because history will repeat itself, so we definitely don't want any more Claude Frollos roaming around. But Ursula has wrapped this one up.
Throughout history, crusades against people have happened over and over and over and over.
This is a tough one. And you're right. Crusades have happened just constantly.
Like, it's kind of like the flip side, Islamic people versus non-Islamic people.
Right.
And then Christian versus everybody else.
Yeah. All right. So we have Oogie Boogie or Jafar.
Jafar.
You're going Jafar over Oogie Boogie?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's got a freaking staff or whatever that turns into
a snake.
And then he turns into a giant snake.
Does he? When? I don't remember that.
In one of the movies he does.
Oh, okay. One of the sequels.
I don't remember if it was a sequel or the first one. It's when I think it's the first one. It's when it is the first one. Anyways, it's when he has her become a slave.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wants to be the most powerful and so whatever, and he turns into a genie, and then he turns himself into a snake, or maybe before he turns himself into a genie. I don't know. It's a giant cobra.
Brace yourself, people. There might be a loud hey. So Josh said Oogie. Elle says Oogie because he's fun in the Hocus Pocus show, which we were supposed to see in September.
Yeah, let's
Matt
not talk
says
about that.
Jafar. Garth says Jafar. And Elle says, see how snake-like I can be.
What is it with you and like your thing today? Like you are not giving off the right emotion for what you're
Just be
saying.
quiet. All right, so now we have Hades or Maleficent. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lock in Sarah's vote here. And there it is. Told y'all. Just wait for it. And now the dog is barking. Guys, be quiet. Okay?
You made a dog upset.
Can you close the door? All right, so
Hey guys.
we have Hades and Maleficent. Jameson, what do you vote? Hades or Maleficent?
I miss you guys.
Hades.
He doesn't like Maleficent. Jamison really, really doesn't like it. Come here, Jamison.
So
Tell him why you don't like Maleficent.
Ellen,
Because she's like creepy, and she's like a real witch.
a real witch.
Yeah.
And you know, he just said witch, and that just hit me. You did not put the Sanderson sister.
Because
I didn't even think about it.
I miss her.
Disney
I got you.
movies, not.
Okay.
We'll do a whole nother bracket for
Right.
that.
Josh went Hades. Elle and Matt both went Maleficent. Garth says Maleficent. Phoenix, what do you choose? Hades or Maleficent?
Because I'm your daddy.
All right.
Hey, look.
And that's
Do you want Maleficent or Hades?
Maleficent.
that was the most adorable thing. I've
Say
ever
that
heard.
again, sweetie.
Maleficent.
Oh.
All right, so Maleficent wins that one. All right.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, buddy. Now we are going to go Captain Hook or the Evil Queen. Jameson, what do you choose?
I'm your mom.
You're going Captain Hook. Why do you choose Captain Hook?
Because he is cool.
He's cool.
And I like how he's creepy. Like this. Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Ah.
And he says,
All right.
Captain.
Aye, Captain. So we'll go ahead and mark a vote for Captain Hook for Phoenix. Evil Queen for Josh. All right, buddy. Garth is going with Hook. Elle is going with the Evil Queen. Jameson, stop jumping on the table, please. And
Evil Queen or Captain Hook.
Elle says the Evil Queen, and Matt said Hook because of what Jameson said.
Yeah. Phoenix goes for Captain
Yep,
Hook.
Phoenix goes for Captain Hook. So,
I say Evil
won
Queen.
that one.
all right.
Captain Hook won that one.
And Captain Hook did win that one.
I really
Jameson,
enjoy
quit
watching.
jumping on the table, please.
I really enjoy watching the YouTube
Ooh.
videos on the Evil Queen's interactions with
Phoenix,
people.
quit jumping on the table, please. All right. Now we have Gaston or Dr. Facilier. Do you remember Dr. Facilier, Jameson? Dr. Facilier is the creepy guy from Princess and the Frog.
Oh,
And Gaston is from Beauty and the Beast.
I'll go for Ooh,
You're
that's
going for Gaston.
cool, Dad.
All right.
He
Josh
just
is
wants
going
to
Dr.
say stuff.
Facilier.
Dr. Facilier. I'm
Sarah
sorry,
goes
babe.
Dr.
Yeah.
Facilier. Garth is going Dr. Facilier. Elle and Matt are going Dr. Facilier. I am going Dr. Facilier.
Dr.
Y'all didn't see that one coming, did you?
Dr. Facilier won that one.
Dr. Facilier did win that one, didn't he?
I'm smart.
You are smart. All right. All right. Everybody listen up, okay? Now we have Ursula and Jafar. Ursula is the octopus from The Little Mermaid.
I know,
And Jafar is from what?
Jafar is from Aladdin.
Very
That's
nice.
my
Good
favorite.
job.
Yeah.
So which one?
Jafar.
You're going Jafar.
Because he's cool.
Jafar.
Jafar.
He's
Garth says Jafar as well, Jameson. Elle says Ursula. Ew.
Ew.
And Matt says Jafar. Josh, Chicago Mike, says Ursula as well.
Ew.
Phoenix, what do you say? Jafar or Ursula?
Do you go
Jafar
for
or Ursula?
Jafar? Jafar.
He's just voting on whatever his brother says.
And Mommy, what do you vote for?
Ursula.
You're going Ursula.
But that Jafar won that one though.
Jafar did win that one. We are down to the
Barely.
final four. And all right.
Oh my gosh,
No,
it's
hey,
gonna come down to
y'all-
Dr. Facilier.
Y'all listen.
And Maleficent.
Listen.
Okay, me and
Grandma, if you don't mind, please turn the volume down on your phone so that the feedback's not getting on the picking up the mics. All right. Now we have Phoenix.
Wait,
Stop
no,
doing
no,
that,
no.
baby. We have Maleficent or Captain Hook. Maleficent for Jameson. Phoenix, what do you choose?
I'm just going for
Maleficent or Hook?
We already did this one.
This is a different one.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. Arr, arr.
Oh, that's great.
Elle and Matt both go for Maleficent. I'm going to go ahead and put Sarah's Maleficent in there. Garth is going with Hook. All right. So
Then I think Alexa meant one day.
Josh agrees with Maleficent.
Jameson cannot save Maleficent to save his life.
Whoa.
Phoenix does a better job saying
No,
Maleficent.
Garth says the man took on a gator. Did he take on a gator? Did he?
No, he was scared to death of one.
I mean, come on, TikTok.
TikTok, crock.
All right. Maleficent advances to the finals.
I think Alexa meant one down.
Here we go. Dr. Facilier. This is a tough one. Dr. Facilier or Jafar? Silence. Jameson, what do you say?
Jafar.
You're voting Jafar.
Because he loves Aladdin.
Now, and I'm going to be honest right now, Jameson might have the swing vote here. That could mess things up. Phoenix, do you go Dr. Facilier or Jafar?
Pee-pee. That is not even
All right.
a Disney
Elle and Matt
character.
both go Dr. Facilier. Josh is going Dr. Facilier. Sarah, what do you go?
Facilier.
Dr. Facilier for Sarah.
I hate it. Oh, I think
Ew.
Jafar's gonna try to win this one because I know
All right,
he's the
so
best one in the
Jafar
world.
is losing.
Garth is going Dr. Facilier.
No!
Yes.
Don't do this!
Dr. Facilier is going to take the win. We predicted it. Spot
Yeah.
on.
What?
Phoenix, don't turn that on, baby. Dr. Facilier
Won this one.
in the finals. You have Dr. Facilier or Maleficent.
What's it?
You're going Maleficent that quick. You're making a decision that quick. Are you sure?
Yes. I don't
No.
love What's it, but I'm just going for my mommy because I know, remember that day when me and you watched it and I watched it all?
Mm-hmm.
I watched it all, and it wasn't too bad. It was good. I love that movie now.
All right. Elle says, oh, snap. Josh says Dr. Facilier.
It's a split household. Love it.
Sarah says Dr. Facilier. Jameson,
Nuh-uh.
Maleficent. I clicked you on Maleficent. Jameson said Maleficent. LD says Maleficent. Matt says Dr. Facilier. We're a split house.
Shut the door, Phoenix.
I think that Dr. Facilier is the more evil one, obviously.
Well,
Garth
what?
with Dr. Facilier.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go with there's not an answer for this one because Maleficent isn't really a villain.
Well,
So she's like the best Disney character ever.
But she's
And then,
she is a
well,
villain.
well, she is a villain, but when it since started, she was a little girl and she was good.
But then she turned villain, right?
Yeah, but she's still a good guy because mommy thinks she's not.
I like that. Matt says it's more evil versus more powerful.
yes.
Oh, no.
That is very
But-
true.
Well, Alexa is more powerful.
All
I mean,
right.
she turns into a freaking phoenix, and our child is named Phoenix.
As we stated earlier in the stream, if you were watching or earlier in the podcast, we talked about how comfortable our couch is. That is the only reason why I am okay with voting
You better
Dr. Facilier.
not.
You better yes. You better.
I'm getting kicked and hit over here. We now have a tie.
This is a tiebreaker. Okay. One more.
Guard says, dude at least has friends. And they are on the other side.
Well, I got an idea.
Maleficent has friends.
Well, yeah, because she growed some things out of the ground when the good guy.
No, I did not name our kid after Maleficent. That movie, I don't even know. It wasn't even out when he was born.
No.
But guys, you notice how she.
No, because she used to turn into a dragon, right? She turned into the Phoenix and the Mistress of Evil
Mhm.
in the newest one.
She doesn't turn into anything during the first one. And then in the movie, she turns into a dragon.
Well,
so
she
and
did.
I love it. Diablo.
Elle says that she has the Raven as a friend. Is he her friend?
Yeah. Well,
That's not how it
yes.
started, though.
Well,
No. It started because he owed her his life for saving him.
Can I try?
yeah, but like they turn into the funniest parents. It's hilarious to Aurora. Because like he's like the dad trying to calm the mom
Right.
down and all this.
Josh says the Raven, who's Diablo, was the first drone. That is so true. All right, Jameson, what do you have to say?
He's like, maybe I could turn into a bear. I'd be funny with a bear.
I think we can have one more match. Who wins? Captain Hook or a Wesseman?
Okay, no.
A Maleficent.
It's Maleficent against Dr. Facilier.
But we'll have to do one
Captain
more
Hook
round
already
and
got
the
beat.
winner.
No, Captain Hook got beat by Maleficent. We already did that one.
Oh.
Yeah. We really need Grandma is sitting in the other room.
Go ask her.
Go ask Grandma, does she choose Maleficent or Dr. Facilier?
She's gonna choose Dr. Facilier just because I chose the Maleficent.
Do you want to choose Dr. Facilier or a Wesseman? I don't know who
Dr. Facilier is from Princess and the Frog.
You remember?
Woo! She has redeemed herself.
I think a Wesseman.
Man, oh man. Maleficent
Won
is
this one.
our winner.
And the
Yes.
champion of all.
And you're right, Elle. We all become friends for a reason.
And she's the ultimate winner
mean-
of all podcasters.
Of all podcasters.
Yeah. Because she is powerful.
Would you stop spinning my chair around?
Yeah.
Y'all, you should have to do virtual with this kid. It is impossible.
All right. So we have been going for an hour and a half. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the podcast. We can hang around and chit chat on live if anybody would like to. But we're not even going. Yes.
Can you and me do a podcast?
All right. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All right. So we are going to go ahead and wrap this thing up.
And in this video,
Again, if you have not jumped over to our Facebook and Instagram pages, go ahead and go do that. Follow, give us a follow. Make sure to rate and review the podcast, please. That'll help push it out to other podcast listeners and everything. And share out our YouTube channel. Let's get those subscribers up and make sure you hit that thumbs up on the stream.
He's got one
Anyways.
front tooth coming out.
Yes, I know. Do you have anything else, honey? Not Jameson, honey.
You are not honey.
She does not. So, for the missing Brian and Sarah, I'm James. We'll be talking to you real soon.
It's not over yet.
Okay,
Just stop.
Jameson, we're still doing the video, son. Okay.
It's okay.
See, we're still there. I just had to end the podcast. All right. So, what's your question, Jameson?
What's the question?
Follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Yeah.
That's not a question.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
That's where our podcasters are. That's where our podcast names are.
This is true.
Yeah.
So, say it again.
Yeah.
Don't hit somebody.
Go to our podcast. Go to Instagram. go to Facebook and YouTube.
All right.
I got into trouble.
Well, he doesn't have a question. He says, I have a question, and then he says something.
Like, it's always. I have a question, and then it's like, it's not a question.
Yeah.
Or I'll
was
say, I
not
got an
Space
idea.
Mountain 2.0.
Is that a good idea?
I'm not too upset with it, right? I mean, we knew it was going to happen. No, we're not ringing the bell. But we, I mean, I knew it was going to come down to those two, right? If Mark would have been in here, it would have been a little different outcome.
If Mark's been in this,
No,
We're not
not
talking
Marsh.
about him.
no.
We're talking about Mark, Mr. Mark Daniel. Remember the guy who does the Chewy videos on YouTube you like to watch?
Did you really just
Yes,
fart?
he just pooted. All righty.
See what
So-
we go with?
Okay, I do.
Do what?
Y'all ready to head out?
Well,
I gotta start supper.
You do need to start supper.
Travis and I'm fixing your favorite tonight.
What are you fixing?
Stew.
It's
Wait,
100
what?
degrees outside and we're having stew.
It's not 100 degrees.
It is hot. It's too hot for stew.
We're not outside, and it's only 70 degrees.
because look,
And okay, here's the question: do you not prefer your food hot?
yeah, because if
No,
you have
I
them,
don't want stew. The stew is cold weather food. Why are you putting that in my face? Alrighty, El. Y'all
I
go
used
get
to have
candles.
I used to have like 500 freaking tea lights, and I don't know what happened to all of them. But now every time I turn around, we need a tea light, and we don't have one.
Yeah.
tell you something. Bye.
I guess we're ending it.
Bye, YouTube versus guys.
Yeah, freeze for winter. Gosh, oh wait.
What?
He says freeze for the winter. Oh wait. It's true.
Well,
we don't
that's true.
we don't
about
have winter
chickens.
like Chicago.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's
Stop it. Has he?
We're
has
losing
he been
it.
down there a full year?
Huh? No.
I'll ask later.
No, March.
So he hasn't really.
He doesn't know what winter is. Alrighty.
No.
Bye, L.
Correction. He knows.
Oh.
Right. He knows what winter is.
Mommy, what
He
is
doesn't know what a southern winter is. Later taters. Hey, that's what
Later
Hey,
taters.
Chicago Mike said later tater.
Later, tater.
You're not going to do after wild crocodile?
Later, alligator. Later.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Wow.
We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.